Hey guys, my name is Ryan. This week I chose Need for Speed Heat and I chose the drift function. Today I'm going to show you different ways to how the drift function works, starting with parts. So different parts give you different advantages to drifting, like the suspension. With adjusting suspension, you can gear it more towards drift, race, off-road, or street. This can help with how the vehicle slides or responds and how touchy it is as well. Differential can also help with this as well, as far as drifting, street, or off-road. And other parts that can help with this are tires as well. You can have a more aggressive, you could have a more slick tire depending on what you're gearing for. In this scenario, we want a more slick tire, so that's what we would go for like a track tire, drifting. We also have different parts available to us that can kind of help us with this, as far as like getting the power that we need, the acceleration that we would need, different computers available to kind of really give us the momentum we need in order to get the car sliding around. Other things that we can do are like NOS and different parts like that. We have in this game we have different cars available to us, so that way there we can have it built specifically for drifting if you don't want it to be anything else for other than drifting. Various handling can help with different drift events, like with a car that has a lot better handling. In this situation, this car does, so it's a little easier. With this BMW that is currently going, this is very easy to drift with. That's because this car has an aggressive amount of power and the handling is very easy to maneuver with. With better handling, you're able to get closer to objects, so that way there you can get a proximity multiplier to add to your points even faster. With cars like this Evo, they're all-wheel drive, so in this game they're made more for off-roading than drifting, but you can get a very good drift rating out of this if it is built correctly. The hardest part about drifting in this game is making sure that you balance the steering with the gas. It's pretty easy to wipe out a drift if you're not paying attention or balancing correctly. Need for Speed is definitely one of the more involved games when it comes to drifting, as far as making sure you balance correctly, how you handle or attack the corner, and making sure you're not going too fast, but making sure you're not going too slow in order to make it all the way around the corner. When it comes to different games like GTR, it's a much simpler method. You only have to worry about the toggle going left or right and making sure you're hitting the gas. Specifically with GTR, you have to worry about A and D and making sure that the car is overcorrecting in order to slide. After recording the clip for GTR, I was able to find a short clip by a YouTuber named Captain for GTA 5. GTA 5 is similar to Need for Speed, where you can use the e-brake to drift, but in GTA you're typically focusing more on the only e-brake and gas in order to be able to drift. But you do have to take into consideration some of the technicality of it, where you have to figure out how you're going to hit the corner. Making sure you go into the corner correctly is important, so that way there you can initiate the drift correctly. Some games don't necessarily have a drift feature like Fortnite, but it does have an overly sensitive steering and an e-brake, so that way there you can achieve drift features as though it was an actual racing game. Well, that's my video, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.